Hello, I wanted to show you how to pull up a report for an assessment you've administered on Illuminate. So what you're going to do is go to your assessment pane and you're going to press assessments. Then you're going to click on view assessments. Then you're going to find the assessment that you gave that you would like to find the results for. You can type it in here. You can also go to shared with me and all of the assessments that have been shared with you will be pulled up. Something to note will be that these little bubbles mean different things. So if I click on this one, it'll tell me that there are no students who have taken this assessment. And usually it'll be a green one, a green bubble if the assessment has been taken. So here's this one on division. I'm going to click on that one. And here's how my students did overall. And if I want to see how they did a lot more detailed, I'm going to go ahead and press on reports. And then you can do the report you want would probably be student responses. You want to see how they responded individually. And um, because I've already pulled this up, this is showing up, but normally you would have to press one of these to see them. Now, this is the raw student response data, so it would give you individual answers. Here, it would just give you more of the general response if they got it correct or incorrect. So I think it depends on the type of assessment you gave, but if it's a short one, you might want to see exactly what they put. So I'm going to click on this one. Now, because we don't have Excel on our computers, what we're going to have to do is upload them to Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one on my desktop just because that's easy for me. Then I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and what you're going to want to do is create a folder, and we can name this Math Assessments 21, 22. And then you're going to have all of your results there. So once I have that folder, I'm going to go ahead and the one that I downloaded, save to my desktop, I'm just going to drag up to the top. And the reason we want to do this is because once you click on an Excel sheet in Google Drive, it'll open it up in Google Sheets. So I'm going to double click on that. And here I can see all of the responses from my students. I like to look at these and help have them be a little bit more organized and easier for the eye to see. So I'm going to show you what you can convert it to. So I got a teacher's results of one of the assessments. I color coded it depending on how they performed on the assessment. I also put the advanced students on the top and then the less advanced students at the bottom. And then here on the right, you can see if they got a 1 meant they got the question correct. And if they got a 0, they got it incorrect. I also went ahead and switched the sheet so that when I scroll this way, their name will be next to their performance band. And also when I scroll down, this title up here will stay the same. So if you'd like to know how to do that, I'm going to show you how to do that with the one that we just pulled up. So this is the one that we just pulled up. What I'm going to do is go ahead and select the whole sheet by clicking on that blank box. Then I am going to make the font a little bit bigger. It's usually very small in in Google Sheets. So I'm going to pull it up to size 12. And now some of this is cut off. So I'm going to get my cursor and put it on this line here. And I'm going to double click. And this will automatically give me the amount of space that is needed with the data inside of that cell. Now, some of this information I really don't need. I don't care so much about when they took the assessment. It's not going to help me. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. Then I'm going to right click. And I'm going to click on delete column. Points correct and points possible. Probably something you might want. I don't think I need the grade level. I know what grade level I teach. So I'm going to delete that column. Again, it's a 2-finger click. And then these are probably bigger than they need to be, but it's the points that they got for each of the questions. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, double click, and it shrinks it. I don't need it to be that large. And if you feel like you need it to be a little bit bigger, you can go back and manually make them bigger. Okay, and two more. Okay, so now this one probably needs to be a little bigger as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to color code these right here. I'm also going to put these in the middle. So I'm going to go here and here. So this is horizontal align, and I'm going to choose the center. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab this gray bar right here. If I hover over it, my cursor becomes a hand. So I'm going to move this over. So every time I drag my sheet this way, this information doesn't move. I'm also going to make sure that this one is underneath the title so that when I scroll down to see other students, all the headers stay at the top. And the final thing we're going to do is conditional formatting. And that means that depending on what's in the cell, will change the color of that box. So I'm really just interested in this one here. So I'm going to go to Format, Conditional Formatting, and I'm going to make rules. So I'm going to apply this to the G1 to G1000 column. And I'm going to say Format Rule. If the text contains the word advanced, then I would like that one to be blue. Now, now I'm done. Now I'm going to add another rule. I'm going to do the same thing for the same column. If the text contains proficient, you'll notice it starts to highlight those. I want the color to be, let's say, pink. I probably should have done it the way that I did this one where, oh, I did do that. Okay, so let's stick to green. I'm going to go back here and move this one to green. Oops. Okay, done. Now I'm going to add another rule, still in the same one. If this text contains far below basic, then I would like that one to be orange. Let's do that one red. Done. So now I have all of them color coded. And now if I want to organize this in a particular order, I'm going to go here, hover over that cell box here, and there's this little tiny box with a arrow facing down. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to sort the sheet A through Z, which is alphabetical. So maybe you don't want alphabetical, but there's other options. So we're going to go to Format Z through A, and maybe I don't want that either. So what you can do, let me do A through Z, and I just want to move these two below this one so that it's in order of how they perform. So I'm going to click on those two. I'm going to click on 11. I'm going to press Command if you're on a Mac, Control if you're on a Windows machine. I'm going to let go, and I'm going to drag these two, whoops, below here. So now I have them in the order of proficiency. And that's how you can make your data useful for yourself. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. Take care.